What is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy Birdgang 31 in the building. Shout out to all the Eagles Nation. Please hit that like on the way in. What is up? Welcome to another episode of Late Night with Birdgang. I've been listening to a lot of Eagles podcasts. We got our first week of training camp out of the way, and it just made me think like there's some players on this roster. We have a really good roster. We're going to be doing some really big things this year, but there are some players on this roster that can really take us overboard if they make that jump. So we're going to get into it a little bit tonight. Let's see who's all up in here. Shout out to the 12 that's already here. Much love to all you guys, 13 now. What up with Striker in the building? How you doing, my guy? He goes, that's what I'm talking about, Bird Game. It's Super Bowl time. These are realistic expectations. Dan Cilio is a fraud, and we gotta believe in our team for sure, man. That's what I've been telling people all off season. Listen, guys, we've never been paper champs before. Never been paper champs before. This is the time to get excited. This is the time to get motivated, and this is the time to support and root your team on. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the NFC East anymore. I think that shipped and sailed with the moves that we made this offseason. It's about the NFL in general, the NFL as a whole. We are a top team in the league, guys, and it's happened so early. We're like months away from the first game, and we already have a complete team. There's a couple of pieces that we're gonna have to really see how guys shine in. But other than that, man, we are complete solid offense and defense. Now it's up to these coaches to do what they have to do and get us to where we need to go, and that is definitely a Super Bowl, man. I do believe this team is good enough. I do believe this team can take it to that next level and be Super Bowl champs. So, you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the chat, though. Y'all been hearing my streams. Y'all know, I really get irritated when I hear people, down Jalen Hurts. It's like Jalen Hurts is our quarterback. It is time to back. Training camp has started. It is time to back him up full, full support from his team in the fan base, Eagles Nation. What up, Philly girl? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by tonight. We got Scoob in the building. How you doing, Scoob? We got Nina. Nina, what's up? How you doing, girl? Hope you having a blessed night. Let's see. We got Drew in the building. How's it going? Drew, my guy. Thanks for stopping by. Nina says, what's up with all the YouTube drama? Who has time for all that? We got Bird to talk about, right? Exactly, Nina. That is some stuff I know everybody hasn't seen or heard about the drama. All I'm saying is just like everybody just stick to what we do best and let's do it at a high level. That's it. Let's do it to a high level. We come on here to talk football. Let's talk football. Let's not worry about the off. None of us, a lot of us don't even live in the same areas. We never even met each other in real life. It's like we don't need to get into that next level of drama, especially not on YouTube. The platform's not there for that. We get our subscribers, we get our fans, we get our freaking supporters all from the content that we give out, and that's Eagles football. So we definitely need to get back to that, and that's what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, man, I hear you. It's been going crazy over there. And Nina says, Quez is our sleeper. He's going to have a huge year. And that is the first topic I want to get to this tonight. So we're going to talk about Quez Watkins. Everybody know I'm huge Quez Watkins fan. Last year, you guys see me Quez for the 3. Quez for the start. I was even thinking Quez could even start at one point over Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is that dude, and he definitely deserved to start like the way he did. But man, Quez was rising last year, and like everybody knows what he had, like 700 some yards. But everybody knows, there's a couple of drops that he could have had to have more yards, and also there was a couple of passes that Jalen didn't make, or even look his way for that matter, that could have got him up higher. So that made me think of the question: like, is it realistic to say that we might have our first 1,000-yard receiver? Because I do believe we get 2 this year. I think Jalen takes that next step and we definitely get 2. But what happens if one of the 2 It's Quez Watkins. You know, what if Quez is that sleeper, as Nita puts it, that we've been waiting for to break out, and no one's really expecting to do big things. We signed AJ Brown, who's looking awesome. He's definitely the number one receiver on this football team. We got Devontae Smith, the Slim Reaper. Who had an amazing first year, broke the rookie record for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he left some meat on the table too. I ain't going to say that he had an awesome year. Like totally awesome. There was some plays that he left out in that football field that I think that you give him no plays if we definitely see Devontae Smith over 1,000. So, but then you got Quez. Those two are the duel. Everybody's saying, do we have the best duel in the league? And I really think we do. Like youth, athleticism, speed, physicality with AJ. You get a little bit of everything with that. And they both can run great routes. So I think we do have the best duel. But if Quez Watkins can take that next step in the year 3, the sky's the limit. And I think all the attention is going to be on AJ. All the attention is going to be on Devontae. They're going to do their things like they always do. And I think people are going to sleep on Quez. I think those are what we call easy touchdowns. Now, I'm saying Quez could be the leading receiver on this football team this year. But, you can say maybe AJ has more touchdowns. Or maybe Devontae has more catches, but Quez has more yards. And it won't be with the same amount. He's going to have a very high. Like, I'm looking at him, he could possibly have like a 20-yard average this year, you know, given the plays that's given to him. So I really think Quez Watkins could be that guy that we're not talking about that really would come in here and make a big impact. But we definitely. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys think Quez can make that jump? And with all the tips, you guys see it on Dallas. Remember Dallas? Dallas had Amari. You know, Dallas had CD. But who's that receiver they just signed that's hurt right now? Gallup, the third receiver. You know what I'm saying? Gallup put up big numbers. And I think Quez is faster than Gallup, and we should see about the talent level, depending on his growth and Jalen Hurts' growth. But he has more higher ceiling, I think. He's still young. He still got all his best football ahead of him. And I think that Quez could be that guy to get that 1,000 yards, man. You guys call me crazy if you want. What up, Steven? How you doing? On prime time. Thanks for stopping by. I really think it's possible that he becomes that guy this year. While everybody's putting attention on Asian and Smitty, he just comes out of the back and just touchdown, 50-yard ball, 40-yard ball, 60-yard ball. Just touchdowns, because you don't have that many good DBs on your defense. You think about the league, the Eagles have one of the best pairings there is. What up, Epic Hedgehog? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like. The Eagles have one of the best cornerback pairings in the NFL this year. With Big Play Slay coming off his best year as a pro. And then you got, Bradbury, which some people think sucks and some people think it's great. He was on a, subpar team last year. The year before that, he had nice numbers. And last year he didn't have so much, but it's like I think that whole defense needed some help last year. So I wouldn't put all that on Bradbury, but he's a nice, still young, talented cornerback. He got length, he got size, and pairing those two guys up together, that's going to be dynamic for our football team this year. But either go around the league, there's a lot of teams with really, good cornerbacks. Maybe what solid number one, with no one really knows the number two. There's not too many teams where both players. Both players have been to the Pro Bowl. Both players have played at a high level. And don't forget the best nickel cornerback and Maddox. You know what I'm saying? Maddox is still here. He's going to get that much. If he takes another jump from year 2 to year 3, whoo, we definitely got the best cornerback, dual trio in the league. So there's not very many teams like that. And with Quez Watkins taking that next step, there's not going to be many teams that can put enough bodies out there to stop this offense. If you don't got 3 good corners, and I'm even talking about the receiver a little bit deeper after I finish talking about Quez. If you don't got 3 good corners, man, you really, really might be struggling. You know, you might be struggling with our football team this year. It shouldn't be as hard. Like everybody thinks Jalen got the most pressure on him. Jalen's the one that we got to worry about. You know, is he gonna make that next jump? I'm telling everybody, Jalen's job's gonna be 100% easier this year than last year. I promise you. I promise you. The stress was last year when we were still trying to figure out, okay, Jalen Hurts, what do we got with you? Are you going to be our future? And I'm pretty sure at the end of the season last year, if you take away that playoff game, everybody said that he was going to be the future. He's earned another year, you know? And then you look at that team. Nick didn't know what the hell he was doing in the first 7 games of the season. You know what I'm saying? He was out there throwing the ball, having the whole crowd and stands telling them to run the damn ball. That's not how you do it. And he realized that quick that he didn't have a pocket quarterback in Jalen Hurts in those first 7 games. He tried to make Jalen a pocket quarterback. That's not Jalen's style. Jalen is what you call a pure dual threat. You know, Jalen is going to run when it's open. He's going to throw the ball when it's open. To the open receiver, just like any other quarterback. You know, but the difference is not a lot of quarterbacks can run like Jalen. You know, and not a lot of quarterback can extend plays like Jalen can with his athleticism. So Jalen going out of his way this offseason to make sure he gets it with trainers like Tom Brady's trainer, and he's working routes with all his receivers. Lifting weights with the linemen. Jalen understands that he has to make this jump. But when you hear him in his press conference, and he tells everybody, "This is a huge thing for me. I have never, since my dad in high school, had the same offense 2 years in a row." And where's Jalen at now? You go to high school, never had the same offense. After that, Alabama, OU, behind Carson Wentz, second round draft pick. And now, last year started the Philadelphia Eagles. And this year, he's going to have, you know, he's going to have his chance to show the world. You guys thought you knew who Jalen Hurts was. You thought you did. Jalen's like, you guys thought you knew who I was. But I'm going to show you different this year. Like I'm telling everybody, I will lock down. If there's a bet in Vegas right now, I will go put my money down right now that Jalen Hurts would be, a Pro Bowler this year and an MVP candidate. Because I don't think that you guys see the same Jalen that I see. You don't see the winner. Jalen don't lose. That's not what he do. Like he's never been a losing quarterback. You have these guys that you guys want to crown great, crown the best in the league. You got your Mahomeses, you got your Brady's, you got who else? Your Rodgers. None of these cats played at Alabama and OU and the SEC and won championships and won. Well, I can't say that Burrows he won a championship, but did it. Every year Jalen started as a true freshman. Every year he had good football. You know, Burrows had his last year at LSU, and he lit it up. That's 1 year of college football. Jalen has been that dude since he started playing quarterback, man. And I think people are really sleeping on the talent that he does have. Like, how can you say? What I think is funny is how can you say a quarterback that in his first 20 games, when you compare it up to every single quarterback in the NFL, how can you say that this guy is 17, 20th in the league? Some people got him 22. Some people got him 19. Some people got 17. Did you not hear the stat? He's number one all time total yards production for a quarterback in his first 20 games. Number one. I want everybody to just think about that for a second. This dude's number one. Number one. That means it's not Brady. It's not Rodgers. It's not Mahomes. Not Josh Allen. Not Carson Wentz when he was a rookie. You see what kind of jump Carson did the next year. Not None of these cats that you guys claim are better than Jalen Hurts. So how do you doubt him so much in his first 20 games? The only thing that we can measure Jalen on, the only thing we can measure him is that 20 games. That's it. And in those first 20 games, the man has the most production of any quarterback ever. To me, it's mind-boggling how you can't even put him at 15 on your list, 13 at your list. I got him personally. Y'all, I don't know if y'all seen. I have Jalen Hurts at 12. I think he's the 12th best quarterback in the NFL. I'm projecting. You know what I'm saying? But you look around the landscape of the NFL, how many elite quarterbacks are there? Some of you guys don't even call Stafford elite. You know, some of you guys think Stafford was just a good quarterback. I wouldn't call him elite. I say he's very good. He's a very good quarterback for sure. Stafford almost cost his team the Super Bowl. Throwing them late picks, doing what Stafford normally does. Aaron Rodgers, a GOAT for sure. You know what I'm saying? You got to put him ahead of him. Brady, Mahomes, there's some bona fide studs up in here. But all I'm saying is the list don't get past 12. Don't get past 11 for me. There's 11 of them. You can go on Birds of Broad Street and check that out. That list isn't 100%. I'm probably going to make one right before the season starts, probably the top 15 quarterbacks that I believe are in the NFL going into the season. That's projecting what kind of season they're going to have. I'll probably do a top 15. Who wants to do 40? I don't care about no backup quarterback. I really don't even care about any other quarterbacks, to be honest. I care about Jalen Hurts and who's quarterback in my football team. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. So, it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's get back to this receivers thing. And then, so like I was telling you guys, there's not very many teams, right, that have, 3 cornerbacks, right? Now, I know you guys have been listening to Training Camp. You guys see that Jalen Reagor, and I know he did this last year, guys, and I'm not on Team Jalen Reagor, I think he's a good player. It's all mental for him. He got to get out of his own way. He got to get out of his own head, you know what I'm saying? But Jalen Reagor, if Jalen could take that next step, he doesn't have no pressure on him. He was in the starting lineup. Second stream, Smitty came. Third stream, Quez outplayed him. Now you're fourth stream on the depth chart. You might not even be fourth. I think Pascal might be fourth. And then Jalen Reagor is your fifth receiver. But what if he puts it together this year? Anybody that watched Jalen Reagor this offseason, you guys seen him moan and cry a lot of the time because the fans were after him. The fans were after him. But at the same time, you've seen team support. If you watch him on Instagram, you see Miles Sanders always in his lives. Miles in the same boat. Got a season. This is a season to prove it. This season I got to prove everybody that I am that dude that I say I am. So you got 2 young, talented players having each other's back. Raiders went back to back, best friends dying on them. That's hard for anybody. I still trip out about my best friend that died. And he died when we were 26. So you do the math, I'm not going to keep telling you guys how old I am, but it's a while ago. Let's say I graduated in 99, so you can do the math from there. But seriously, man, what if, and I'm not saying he's going to take snaps away from AJ, or snaps away from, Quez or Devontae, but what if when he is in that game, he produces at a high level? He was a first-round pick. He lit it up at TCU with, multiple quarterbacks. It didn't matter who was throwing the ball. Jalen Reagor has the talent to do that. You know what I'm saying? What if he does it? Then what? Now we have the number one. I'm telling you, if you think it's hard to find 3 cornerbacks to cover our top 3, if Jalen Reagor and come out and shock the world, because the world and the whole Eagles base fan base right now don't have faith in the guy, you know. But what if he comes out and he shocks the world, and every single time Jalen can make a play, he makes that play? Now we have the most legit weapons at receiver in the NFL. We would be the number one receiving core in the NFL. You know, Drew said it depends on the scheme. It seemed to me they use Quez to run off coverage a lot. Well, that's what you do with your speed demon. You always use Quez, your speed demon, to run off the coverage. But he's getting better in routes. He's getting better. And running off coverage is just, deep routes for the most part. It doesn't mean that he has to run a fly. I'm not saying you don't know, but I'm just saying in general, it doesn't mean you have to run a fly, a streak, fade. It just means you're running deeper routes than the rest of the cats that are running routes in that play. So if you're running 15-yard post, Quez is one of the fastest men in the NFL, man. For real. He's one of the fastest. Super fast. There's not going to be no one to stop him. And Reagor's not even slow. Like, y'all forgot Reagor ran, what he ran, like a 4.3, 40. I know a lot of his game tape last year showed him being slow, but like you said, he came into last season out of shape. Coaches say that he came into this season looking the best he's ever had in his life. Dick White can do that thing. With the addition of AJ Hurts will always have one guy wide open. Either end, AJ, Smitty, or Goddard would be open. No stopping us this year. Hell yeah, striker. There ain't no stopping us, man. Like, people are sleeping on the Philadelphia Eagles, my guy. Like, you're not appreciating the team that we have. You're not appreciating what we can do. You're so used to, having to put it together and be shocked and happy that our team is that fighting team, that we're fighting at the end. Like, people don't even think we should make it there, but we're making it there. We're doing it. Last year, for instance, everybody pegged the six games. We won 9, 3 more. We shouldn't lose more than 4 games this year. We have one of the most favorable schedules the Eagles have ever had, and we have the most talented roster the Eagles have ever had. Like, I always try to sit back, and I was talking to a couple other content creators, and we're like, when has it been the last time the Eagles had a roster this good? That you can think of, an Eagles have a roster this good, and not even just this good. I know that Super Bowl team we picked up throughout the season, like Garrett Blunt, right? I think he was like right before the season. Jay Ajayi during the season. We just had picked up Alshon. Torrey Smith. We picked up some key pieces to that football team throughout the season. We had this roster, and I'm talking about as paper champs right now, 3 months before the season started. 4 months. 3-4 months. So why can't you just have faith that we will be a dominant football team? If you gotta dig to try to find a problem, then that's doing too much. We never had to do that. Even the Super Bowl, we didn't have to do that off season. We're like, we got a solid roster. We're going to kick some butt because that's what the Eagles do. And we had that 1-4-win season. And next thing you know, everybody's lost their minds. And they're like, man, I don't know. They act like we ain't the only team in the division that been in the playoffs 5 out of the last 6 years. We're not the last Super Bowl champions in the division. We're not one of the most winningest teams in NFL history, and especially since the 2000 going to the playoffs. Come on now, guys. Eagles are that team this year. Jalen will make that step. MVP candidate. I keep telling you guys. Pro Bowl MVP, lock it. Quez is going to be huge this year. I believe Quez Watkins could be that guy to have the most yards at the end of the season with less catches. Because he is that guy that runs off the coverage. He is that guy that goes deep a lot. So it's going to be less catches, but it's going to be more production. But I do believe Jalen Reagor will be the piece that can make this offense because you got Dallas Goddard. So you look at it that you got Reagor being your fifth target, and that's if Kenny Gainwell's not in the game out of the backfield. Fifth target. That's no pressure. All you have to do is go out there and play football at that point. He said, bro, that doesn't matter, mean a damn thing, bro. This is an NFL, which means not for long if he doesn't produce by throwing the rock. Listen. Everybody keeps talking about Jalen didn't throw the rock. He doesn't know how to throw the rock. If you didn't see all the passes I seen last year, you didn't see that Jalen had the longest pass in the NFL last year, Quez Watkins. And that was like a 60-yard bomb in the air. You didn't see the tight window throw that he threw to Dallas Goddard for the touchdown. You didn't see the over-the-shoulder to Devontae touchdown. Like you have to act like, and I get it. A lot of people say you just got to be consistent. A lot of that had to do with stuff that wasn't Jalen's control. Nick Sirianni, play call. How about you call better plays? How about you set me up with the run? You know, and even in some of Jalen's lower production games, he ended up leading the team in rushing or something. That's what kind of player we got. We got a playmaker at the quarterback position. A playmaker. He's not a pocket quarterback. Stop giving him expectations to be a pocket. Look at all the good dual threat quarterbacks that like Michael Vick took a while before he was able to. I think Michael Vick didn't start throwing the ball really good until he came to us in Philadelphia. He's always had a cannon for an arm. No taking that away. But he's one of the most explosive, and he won football games. I know you say he didn't win a Super Bowl. He didn't also have a complete team all those years too. Like we have a complete team, youth, experience, Pro Bowlers. When Miles Sanders said, "We talk," he didn't say, "I think." And people questioned it. Really? He's gonna say that? Oh, you just need to stay healthy. You just need to do this. You need to do that. All Miles said was what the boys, the fellas, the brothers talked about in the locker room, being a all-star team. And why can't you? Well, how can't you blame them? Look how many Pro Bowlers we have on our team. Mylata went to the Pro Bowl as a reserve last year. You know, you had Kelsey Pro Bowler. You had Lane Johnson Pro Bowler. You have Fletcher Cox Pro Bowler. Hargraves Pro Bowl. Graham Pro Bowl. Sweat Pro Bowl. Slade Pro Bowl. Rodney Harris. Anthony Harris been in the Pro Bowl. Bradbury's been in the Pro Bowl. Doesn't that sound like an all-star team to me? They're all young, except for, Cox, Kels, and Lane. Oh, Hargrave's been in the Pro Bowl. These are all Pro Bowlers. So why would you not expect him to say that we feel like we're on an all-star team? Why not? Because on any given year, all these cats have been in the Pro Bowl. And I know some people are like, oh, that's just a fan base, team. Or Pro Bowlers are Pro Bowlers. They're the best players in the NFL. Drew said, I want what you're smoking. Tripping. Okay. You can believe I'm tripping if you want to, but you will see this year. I'm not backing down. Y'all know me. I'm always tell you what I feel and how I feel about you. Everybody's entitled to their own belief of the team. Everybody's entitled to their own expectations for the football team. But I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it and how high I give them. I think this team is the most legit Eagles team I've seen. And I'm older than most of you guys. August 16, I'll be 41. I started the podcast thing late, but I love it. And I watched a lot of Eagles football. And I'm telling you, the roster being complete right now, and the fact that Howie still got like close to $9 million left. So if he needs to make another move once the season starts, make a trade maybe. Someone releases a player. Our team can even get better. It could get that much better because people are wanting to play in Philadelphia now. No one probably really wanted to play last year offseason. 4-12, not too impressed. Whatever. No one probably wanted to play. But now you heard the guys. Bradbury come say, I wanted to play with this team. I could have went anywhere. I had other offers. But once I seen, AJ and these boys come over here, I need to be there. Go play next to another Pro Bowler and Darius Slay. I need to be there. Hassan Reddick, I want to go back home. I want to play in front of my fans. I want my people to be able to be at the game. Like, these are things that people don't realize are going to make players that were good take that next step. Now they have the fan support. Now they have the family support. Now they're playing back where they're familiar playing football. Even Kaiser White's from the area. These guys want to come back, go back to the East Coast. Or maybe whatever y'all call that. I think it's the East Coast. You're right next to Jersey, New York. But wherever you guys want to call it. They want to come back home. They want to be able to be around their family. They want to be able to, go to their old colleges and schools and whatnot. Community work. These guys were across the map, West Coast. That's going to mean something. Jordan Davis, mom's huge Eagles fan. That's going to mean something. It's going to mean a lot to why this team takes that step. Shane, Nick, Gannon, it's all on you guys. Howie gets his flowers. Howie's working on being what he was. What was it, 2017? GM of the year. Because right now, he's made all the moves he should have to make for a football team to be a very successful football team. Go Eagles! Hell yeah, thanks for stopping by. He's done his thing. He's gotten flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is his encore. You guys thought I was done. You thought I sucked. Watch what I do. Tremendous offseason. It's up to Nick, Shane, and Gannon to do what they got to do. I love hearing Gannon being a multiple defense. It's like the things that we heard year one that we were excited for. We just didn't have the team for. And how he said, okay, I'll give you that. We went to the playoffs still. So you guys can get that pass. You guys showed me what a lesser team, you can still take us to the playoffs. First year quarterback, first year coaching staff. You still took us to the playoffs. So now I'm going to go do my part. Now that I see the talent, I'm going to do my part and fill all your holes for you. So now you have no excuse. No excuse. To be honest, no one should have pressure. I said Jalen should have. The coaching staff shouldn't have pressure either. Because they claimed that they're good. They had a plan, and we heard the plan. We liked the plan. And now you have the players to execute the plan. So I expect the plan to be executed. I fully expect this plan to be executed. We will not see the same Eagles we seen last year. I promise you. I promise you. Nothing like it. Nothing. That was more of a patchwork job, I feel like they did. A patchwork job. To bring out the best for what they had with the players we had. I know offense we didn't really grow, but those guys were just really, really young players. Devontae was a rookie. Quez was a second-year player. Reagor was a second-year player. Goddard was still pretty young with Zach Ertz in front of him for half the season. These guys all matured, and they're taking that next step, guys. Like, we're looking at the paper, we're like, whoa, that's a good roster, but we're not looking at what step receivers from year 2 to year 3 take their biggest jumps. That's when they put up big numbers. We got 2 of them. Maybe that's the reason why we're seeing Reagor play a little bit better. Maybe he got a better support system. I'm telling you, we got all 4 of these guys playing at high levels. We have the best offense in the league. Miles Sanders will be legit this year. And I hear a lot of talk about, oh, he might be gone, he might stay. Either way, it's a lose-lose for Miles because if he plays too good, the Eagles not going to pay him. If he doesn't play good enough, we're going to get rid of him anyway. I don't think that's the case. I think Miles will play good because the coaching staff understands that we have a offensive heavy football team, that our line is built to run the ball. We have mammoths on that line. That's what we do. We're a ground and pound football. That's how we constructed that offensive line up front. We don't have finesse players. We don't have finesse tackles. Jordan Mailata is one of the biggest guys in the world. One of the biggest guys in the world. Landon Dickerson's is huge. Kelsey's little. Sam Mall's not that small. You know what I'm saying? And Lane Johnson's huge too. I know, guys, I am behind in these chats. I'm going to catch up, guys. Don't worry. Rich. I'm just calling you Rich. He said, what up, Birdgang? Did you see the new Dallas Cowboy beer in the store? Well, at least we know it's guaranteed not to leave any rings on the table. Go Birds. Hell yeah. That's some good shit right there. I love it. I love it. Robert Dredden. Oh, why I said a different name earlier? That's my boy Robert. He always coming through with his fly stuff. Shout out to you, Robert. Good looking out on the $5 super chat. But yeah, I'm just gonna pick up anywhere because I am lost in this chat. I've been kind of just talking and not paying attention to you guys. Let's see what we start right here. It says Reagor does have pressure. What happens to him after this year if he doesn't produce? He isn't the man, but his future is in the balance. I don't think so. Cause what future right now? Nobody wants Reagor. He already knows that. He knows the word out on him right now. He understands all that. So it's either boom or bust. After this year you go, try to make it onto somebody's roster, or you actually can stay on the football team and earn your spot. That's how I see it. I don't really feel like it's pressure because you're not going to be going against any talent. If you are the fifth option on a four receiver set with one tight end, who's guarding you? Outside linebacker? Safety? I think Reagor's athletic enough to light one of those guys up. And see, that's what A.J. Brown did to our receiving corps. It bumped everybody that we had on team, those young guys that were thrust into high roles their first and second years in the league. It bumped them down a notch. Smitty was lighting up starters, already as a rookie. So now you're telling me Smitty doesn't even, and he was getting double teamed. So now you tell me Smitty doesn't even have to get double teamed no more, and he's not getting your number one cornerback. Number two, against Smitty, a guy you have to double team as a rookie, not good. And then you look at Quez had 700 yards. If you add the drops and the missed throws or not even looking at them, he could have had close to 1,000 yards. And I was against the number twos. Now you tell me you bump him down the slot. He's going against your third best defender. Whether it's your third corner, your number one safety, your best outside linebacker, whatever. Quez is going against him. He's going to light them up. They're not going to be fast enough to keep up with him. Are you serious? Do you really believe that that's a possibility? Come on now. You guys are fooling yourselves that we're so quick to try to make up reasons why we're not about to dominate the NFL this year. And now you say Dallas Goedert takes that step. He's now the starter. We don't have Zach here. Even last year he had Zach. We don't have Zach here. And he had a good year last year. He's about to be a dominant tight end in the NFL. He could be so wide open because who you got? If you got your best safety playing on Quez, what? You going to put your second best safety or your fourth corner or outside linebackers on Dallas Goedert? There's not too many of them in the league that can handle that. And then if that hidden gem, Jalen Reagor, can actually come out, show up, and show out. It's a wrap, guys. That's just the receivers. That's just your receivers and tight ends. We're not even including Jalen's running ability. We're not including Miles Sanders. We're not including another topic I want to talk about. How many of you guys are on a Miles Sanders boat, or how many guys have moved over to the Gainwell boat? That I heard about, Gainwell when he got that start with the ones. I think it was day 2 of practice. Everybody was getting excited about it. Everybody like, yeah, told you, Gainwell's the man. And I'm not hating on Gainwell. I love Gainwell. I love him. I think he's great. He found the end zone a lot last year. But I still haven't gave up on Miles. That's where I'm at. He said Reagan's problem right now is when the lights, camera, when the lights and cameras are on. Yeah, that's true. But that was our whole team last year, I feel like. I feel like that was Jalen's problem. I feel like that was Nick's problem. Gannon's problem. He's in a good quarterback. Oh, wow. I need to play this soft defense because I don't want to get lit up. And what you do, get lit up. I need to shoot it out with Mahomes and Tom Brady and all these great quarterbacks. You lost. Put some respect in your names. All you got. This is what I feel like. This is the team that's going to show the NFL who they are, and some respect is about to get put on all these guys' names. That's just my opinion, though. Let's see what we got here. The girl said, "You aren't concerned about the defense, though. Yes, our offense is going to be great, but we can't win if our defense doesn't hold the line." What were we last year? 12? And I know we were last in sacks. Our overall defense wasn't really that bad last year. And what did we go heavy on this offseason? I keep going back. Gannon said he wants to be a multiple defense. Basically like that. Remember when the Vikings were the number 1 defense and Gannon was the DB coach? He wanted to replicate that defense. The difference is they had great linebackers. I told everybody, even if we didn't make another move this offseason, we got 3 brand new linebackers. The Eagles will be a more dominated defense in the second year in that defense. We would have been a more dominated defense anyway. We just needed 3 linebackers. But he didn't just go get any 3 linebackers, He got if you're counting the rush linebacker too, he got 6, 5 of them. You got Dean, you got White, you got Reddick, you got Johnson in the draft. You still have Edwards, Davion Taylor. We're going to ball out on defense this year. And say, hold on, I'm not just going to give you some linebackers. I'm going to give you another Pro Bowl cornerback to go with that. Bradbury, who's very familiar with the receivers in the division, which is a plus. And he's a good football player. Still young, still growing, still developing. So, went out and signed Tart, who played with Bradbury in college. Let's bring another familiar face for Bradbury to make him feel more at home, like we've been doing all off season, making people feel at home with this team, starting a brotherhood, creating a family bond, a strong family bond. The Eagles put together a winner, a banger, a hit, whatever you want to call it. It is put together, and I am not worried about either side of the ball. Like I said, 13-4. When I look at the schedule, though, I have to use that side of your brain that's like, well, you can't win every game. So if there was a possibility, who are you going to win? Games like the Jacksonville Jaguars, which everybody should know we should just totally blow them out. You know what I'm saying? We should just destroy the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I'm like, it's Dougie P. What if that one game, they got a lot better too this year. They got a good coach, and they got some better players. So what if that's the emotional letdown game? What if we split with the Cowgirls, which I want to sweep the division this year. But what if we split with the Cowgirls? So that's 2. The rest of the schedule, man. What if Aaron Rodgers does put it together? He got a pretty good defense over there. You know, he got some talent, enough weapons to be Aaron Rodgers because he's gonna make receivers great anyway. So what if Aaron beats us? That'd be three. But after that, man, it's pulling teeth. Like I don't really see another loss. I say four because there's probably a team that I'm sleeping on that's gonna come out there and get a W on us. But it's always 17-0 once the season starts. 17-0 to prove otherwise. But man, this team's gonna be great, man. This team's gonna be real great. I'm not worried about either side of the ball. And like I said, when's the last time you, as an Eagle fan, has said that coming to a season? I'm not really worried about either side of the ball because so much talent on that D line, the front seven, means less work for the back. You know, the back end. And then we added good pieces back there too. So it's like, yeah, our safety, we got one safety we're questioning on who's going to start. We got a lot of potential. We don't know who's going to come out of that and be that starter, that superstar. You know, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to have to be. They don't all have to be Pro Bowlers. They don't all have to be stars. They just have to do their job. And I think Epps showed you last year he can do his job. I wasn't even a huge Epps guy last year. He grew on me as the season. I mean, as the more he started to play towards the end of that season. And he just kept growing on me. I'm like, I didn't like it. But dang, that was a nice play. Dang, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he grew on me. So I'm rooting for the kid. You know? Tart, I think I hated him on Madden. I know that for sure. I hated Tart and Madden. Whenever I played the Niners, man, he'll be that safety that come and lay that hit stick on you. You fumbling the ball. And he's still not that old. He's still kind of, you know, in the middle of his career. So yeah, I'm excited. You know, Kayvon's having a good camp so far. So I'm not really worried about people like we need another running back. Let's see what the rookie Brooks can do. We already know Gainwell's a stud. He wants the ball even more this season. You know Boston Scott gonna be Boston Scott assistant. Miles, if he takes that next step, stays healthy. It's one of the most talented backs in the league. So why would you think anywhere? There's no holes nowhere. Why can't we all just be on the boat and say that the Eagles will be a dominating football team and watch out Super Bowl because the Eagles will be there or could be there or in the conversation, contenders for sure. Jalen Hurts is going to be a Pro Bowler, will be an MVP candidate towards the end of the season. Those are claims that I'm claiming now. I'm not waiting to get on that track. How he showed me that we have the team to do it. Nina said, "You and I both have 13-4. Book it. Facts, Nina. And it can even be more than that. You know, I think that's really pushing to get to that. You know, so I'm super stoked about the season. JT, though, is a little concerning. A little concern of mine, though. Yeah, everybody's worried about JG, but like, you worry about it if he didn't tell you that he didn't have the players to execute his defense. If that was just his coaching, but he came out and told you he didn't have the players to run the defense he wanted to run. That's why the Eagles went so heavy in the defense in the offseason to make sure they filled those holes. Billy Eagle 843, what's up? Thanks for stopping by, my God. That's why he did it. He's like, all right, here you go. Here's all the talent. Now, if he chokes, and Gannon had his stretches of good games. I'm not gonna say that all Gannon stuff last year was bad. In the first 3 games, we was like the only team that we had held teams to like 11 points or something like that. If you average 11-point average, after that, it kind of got out of control. But I'm saying like he's had his little spurts last year where our defense played at a high level. Detroit game was another game. You know, we got picks, we got turnovers. We just didn't get the sacks we wanted. So I think with him having such an upgrade at the defense, on the defensive side of the ball, I think he can do it. If I had to bet, will the Eagles defense be better this year than last year? You know, dramatically better. Because I'm not even going to say like same numbers except for a couple of high, maybe more sacks. Same exact numbers, but more sacks. No, I'm saying just a dominant defense. I'll put my money down on that. I think Gannon gets it. He understands where he made his mistakes. He understands where he failed last year as a coach. he wants any of those coaching offers, if he wants to be even considered a top flight defensive coordinator, because people forget he's not. That was his first year being a defensive coordinator. He was a position coach, so you got to earn your stripes around this NFL. It's time for Gannon to earn those stripes this year. Look at your game tape. Go in the Eagles facility. You are at the perfect place, Gannon. I know you want to run that cover Zimmer man defense, but you got one of the best defensive coordinators ever, and Jim Johnson. You got all his film in the building. I hope you're in there this offseason checking it out. What did the great Jim Johnson do in situations? Because when you're in any profession, you want to look at the greats. You want to look at the best ones that do it and kind of steal a little bit of their, whatever you can add to your game, you want to go do it, That's what I do. I watch all the best content creators. Why not? I try to collab with all of them as much as possible. You probably think, damn, PG asks all the time to do a show, because I want to work with the best so I can be the best. I want to bring you guys the best Eagles content on YouTube. I want to bring you the best Eagles news, highlights, stats, whatever I can get. So I take a look at all the best ones. That's where I watch. That's who's done in my playlist. I watch them all, so I can get better as a content creator. And I think that's what Gannon needs to do. He needs to go make sure that he is taking every resource that's available to him that put together. Because you got the talent, Gannon. You got freaks on this defense. Jordan Davis, freak of nature. People are sleeping on Jordan Davis. I'm telling you. This guy's going to be unstoppable. Like, people don't realize that Jordan Davis' ceiling is the best defensive tackle ever to play football. You heard me correctly. Jordan Davis' ceiling is capable of being the best defensive tackle ever to play football. He's one of the biggest men to play the position with that kind of speed and athleticism. Kelsey even said it. Well, when you're 6'6", you run a 4.7 40. Of course, you're going to be hard to stop. And Kelsey's one of the Pro Bowlers, one of the best centers ever to play the game. He knows it. He's like, hey, man, I went against a lot of big boys, but this guy is the cream of the crop, man. This is like, Calais Campbell type size. You seen a picture with him and Fletch. He made Fletch look small, and I swear to you, I love Fletcher Cox. He's one of the most dominated and posting defensive tackles to play. He's definitely on the back end of his career, but no one ever made Fletch look small. No one. I've never seen a man until I seen that picture of Davis standing next to him. That is crazy. You see how dominant Fletch is. Jordan Davis is faster than Fletcher Cox. Jordan Davis is bigger than Fletcher Cox. So why can't we even think he's going to be elite like Fletcher Cox? Fletcher was the second best defensive tackle in the league for most of his career. Donald was just a little bit smaller, more athletic, more of a pass rusher. Fletcher's best, run stopper because of his size. This guy has the ability to be both. I know you guys want to hear it. He's a rookie. He's not starting. But that's even more of a plus for him. You don't have the pressure. You're not getting thrust into the spotlight. You're not getting thrust being the number one pick straight into the spotlight, having to be that star right off the jump. The franchise putting their, defensive line on your back so you can be that stud. No. You're sitting behind two Pro Bowlers. Two Pro Bowlers. And then you still got Milton there, still trying to start. Milton had a great rookie year last year. For my standards, he made plays. He was disruptive. And then you got Jordan Davis. Then you got Marlon. You got, was it Elam or Elliott or Ellis? You got these other defensive tackles in the building. The pressure's not on him to be great right off the jump. He don't have to be. But imagine being in the third quarter fresh. Big 340-pound defensive tackle. While that offensive line been getting pounded on all game long by our beast up front. The Brandon Grahams, the Sweats, the Reddicks, the Hargrave, the Cox. Blitzes by Nakobe Dean, Edwards, Kaiser White. Then you go throw in Jordan Davis in the mix. He's going to dominate, guys. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I really think by the trading deadline, he might even be the reason why Fletcher Cox might leave the Eagles before next year. Yeah, because you got Hungry Milton right behind there trying to get his PT in. With the edges that we're going to have, the pressure off the edge that we're going to have this year that we did not have last year, takes more pressure off them defensive tackles. You're not going to just be able to go there and double team these guys. You can't double team Hargrave and Fletch. You can't double team Jordan Davis and Fletch. Jordan Davis will be double teamed every time he's on that football field. I promise you. There's not very many offensive linemen that's going to be able to take him one-on-one with his speed and his size. Period. So, something special is in the air. Jordan Davis and my other guy that, no one likes to give him all his flowers either. That's Nakobe Dean. I know people love TJ Edwards. I love TJ Edwards. He had a great season last year for a backup linebacker. That's the part that people don't realize. Our linebackers sucked early in the season last year. Singleton was garbage. Wilson was trash. They sucked. So then, of course, when Edwards came in and actually did his job efficiently, we're like, oh, whoa, he's great. He's doing so good. Look at him go. Here's his flowers, which is cool. It's cool. But it's the same situation why we even brought Wilson over in the first place. Because he was behind two good linebackers that went down. And he was thrusted into the spot to be great. Do his thing. And he had an awesome year. So everybody thought he could be the next starter. Let's go ahead and give it to him. But if you're a backup, you're a backup, man. Sometimes that gets broken, but most times you are what you are. Now that we actually have linebackers like Isaiah White, Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean to me is the linebacker the Philadelphia Eagles have been needing since Jeremiah Trotter. Facts. He's that dude. He's that special. He's that much of a field general. You might even say, I hear people talk about he wasn't the best player on Georgia's linebacker on Georgia's defense last year. You've seen other Georgia linebackers get drafted before him. That's funny because last I checked, he won the Birdgang Award for the best linebacker in college football last year on one of the best defenses ever in college. This man won it. Nakobe Dean won it. Everybody penciled him in. First round draft pick. Eagles, we have two draft picks. We're like one of them Nakobe, one of them's, either your corner, your receiver, whatever you want to put in there. We got him in the third round. This man has a huge chip on his shoulder now. Like 6 linebackers got drafted before this guy. And I promise you they're not better than him. I promise you. The stuff that this man possesses when it comes to diagnosing plays is ridiculous. The more film I watched on him, I realized that this guy was able to always track plays down before the quarterback hiked the ball. To the point where you're like, why did you even throw the ball over there? Or why did you even run that way? Well, you seen this guy already going full speed towards you. He knew what play it was. He's that smart. They talk about size. Like, he's not that big. You don't need to be that big. He wasn't that big in Georgia. And he still was the best linebacker in college football last year. Oh, but what about the talent he played with in Georgia? He had all these great linebackers around him and, good defensive line in front of him. What the hell do you think he has here in Philadelphia this year? What? We have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. Kaiser White is an ascending player who was the best linebacker on the Chargers, a good football team last year. Starter, not a backup coming over. He was a starter on the Chargers. Reddick, T.J. Edwards, Davion Taylor, who I think is one of our better linebackers if he can stay healthy. That was his hugest problem last year. Every time, he gets going, next thing you know, out. Good game, out. Good game, when he comes back, out. That's never going to work in football. I mean, in the NFL. You got to be consistent. Availability is the best ability. That's what Davion, Miles, that's what they got to learn this offseason. But Nakobe Dean will go down as one of the best linebackers the Eagles ever had. I promise you guys. Don't even guess about it. When you got those hogs in front of you, like, oh, he's going to get washed by the lineman. What lineman is going to touch him? I'll wait. Who's just blowing past Fletcher Cox, Hargraves, Jordan Davis? Who's just flying past these mammoth of men to go get all over little old Nakobe Dean? Not too many. Not too many. So I think JG is going to be okay. He's so excited about the players he has now. Hope he can put it together on the field. I think he will, Nina. I believe they will. Yes, sir, Drew. I believe they will too. I'm trying to skip down. Talk that talk, Birdgang. You know it, Nina. Because I want everybody to be excited like me. Yes, I'm a content creator. I'm supposed to give you all the facts and the latest news. But I'm a fan first. I'm excited for my football team. It took me 33 years to see that championship. That was a huge day for me. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see him do it again. I do think it's time for the Eagles to start dominating like we did back in the day. The McNabb era. 4 NFC championships, the Super Bowl. That kind of domination. We're going back to those times. That's what we're going back to. We're going back to the domination of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. We're about to start dominating the league. We're going to be that team that everybody knows is a top 5 team every year, year in and out again. I feel like it because of you. The biggest difference for that Super Bowl team from this one was that was filled with veterans, old guys on the back end of their career that still had a little juice left in them. Remember after that, Jay Ajayi ain't even played football after that for real consistently since then. LeGarrette Blount played like 1 more year or 2 more years, then he was out. Torrey Smith was ending his career. Long retired. We had a lot of older guys on that football team. How he did this with a bunch of young cats that are 25 years or younger. And we have 2 first-round draft picks next year. And every single year, and that goes back to my Miles Sanders point, the salary cap is going to go up about $25 million. I mean, you're going to have more money to pay these players. That's why I think everybody should want Miles Sanders to be the guy that we want him to be and not worry about if he lights it up, if he's going to be an Eagle next year. Because I promise you, if Miles go out there and do what Miles know how to do, if Booby spins like Booby knows how to spin, he getting paid. The Eagles will make that paycheck, sign that paycheck for him. He's homegrown, man. Howie wants to sign all his cats to long-term deals. Howie wants to sign Jalen to a long-term deal. You got to see it first, though. You can't just go out there and jump the gun and do it. He's smart, man. He's one of the smartest GMs I can think of. The only GM I really wish that we could have had was that dude from the Ravens, Ozzie Newsome. That was a great GM. The Ravens were dominating for a while. I'm just saying it is time to support your football team. And I'm not saying you guys aren't supporting. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying be ecstatic, elated about your football team. Tell everybody in the NFC, especially the NFC East, sorry, this ain't y'all year. Because it's not. I really feel like we sweep the division. I don't see none of these cats beating us. For real, for real. So that's what? 6 games right there. Yeah. This team's about to steamroll their way through the NFL this year. And I know there's chance of injuries. I know that's the first thing people like to go to. Well, if injuries happen, right? We covered that basis too, man. We got depth. Our defensive line go back 3. The third team guys coming off that rotation can do some damage on defense. Offensive line drafted another good offensive lineman this offseason. We got depth there. A couple of those players, because 2 of our best players last year was out. The whole year we didn't skip a beat, and we have more players this year. Not worried about it. Receiver, told you if Reagor can show up and show out this year, and the opportunity that he gets, Quez to show up and show out, an opportunity that he gets, and we already know about Devontae and AJ. That's the best receiving core in the NFL, hands down. I dare someone argue me about that. Give me 4 better receivers if Reagor plays good this year. If. I know that's an if. But even your top 3, Quez, Smitty, AJ, all guys over 500 yards a season. You know what I'm saying? When they're actually getting starting time. So give me another receiving core. There's a couple of them. I say, what? You're looking at the Bengals. That receiver core is legit. But the only difference is, I feel like if Reagor does play good, we're better than them. Right now, they got the edge. If Reagor plays good, and we got 4 receivers doing their damage, no. No one's touching us. He said, you make me want to call in Birdgang 31. Haha. I said Reagor doesn't have to be the man. What? H? Stupid phone. Reagor might press because this is last chance. We all know he has talent, just that he has mental lapses. I think it is a different perspective. I hope for the best for the kid. Yeah, exactly. Reagor do know that. Like I said though, I ain't worried about it, man. Because we don't have to worry about Reagor. Like I said, he's the 5th target if you're not including the running back out of the backfield, whether it's Miles Sanders or Gainwell. You're the 5th target and possibly 6 on some plays. Not worried about it. Why would I worry about if he even is good or bad? I don't really care at the end of the day. Because he's not going to get that much PT at the end of the day. Now, if he can get the PT to earn playing time and be on that field a lot more, then hey, we running 4 receivers every game because, it's that easy for us to go out there like Madden, all Madden against rookies on Madden. Hey, more power to you. What up, Brand on the handle? How you doing, my guy? Drew says, I think we could beat anyone. Exactly, Drew. Anyone can get it this year. Some of your more dominated teams last year lost big pieces. Big pieces. And I know some of your own, same type of teams like the Eagles, like playoff teams, they're not elite yet. They're building. They gained some more players. But the actual elite teams, maybe except for Tampa Bay, the Rams, Bengals, the rest of those elite teams lost pieces. I don't care what anybody say. Patty Mahomes about to drop a level not having Cheeto on your team. Not having Ben Roethlisberger as your quarterback for Pittsburgh. Not having who was I about to say? Who just lost another big hit? Not having Amari Cooper for Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be a big hit. Not having Devontae Adams in the Green Bay. That's going to be a big old hit. Now people are sleeping. They're like, oh, they were good last year. They're going to be good this year. No, it doesn't always work that way. In terms of Adams and Cheetah, those are elite players. And I don't care how elite, Aaron Rodgers is or Patty Mahomes is. One reason why they're so elite is because of those two receivers. And when you don't got them no more, people will see. People will see. I do think Aaron's good enough to make average receivers good and good receivers better. But you're not replacing Devontae Adams. It's just not. That's not happening. Howie Weasel, he said, I'm 175, want to gain 20 pounds to look strong. What's the best and quickest way? Grind. Hit that gym. If you don't really have a gym membership, I would say, like, I got this challenge I give to people. It's the 20 for 20, And what it is you do 20 push ups the moment you wake up. The moment you wake up, you do 20 push ups. And the moment right before you go to sleep, you do 20 push ups. And do that for 20 straight days. Don't miss a day. Don't try to switch it up. First thing, wake up. Last thing you do before you go to sleep, you're gonna start getting ripped. Eat some steak. And just hit the gym, man. Hit the weights heavy. Don't do auxiliary lifting. Do power lifting. That's how you gain weight. So I want to look like Marcus Epps. Nice. Do you still live in LA, bro? Or just from LA? No, I'm in Bama right now. But South Central, baby, that's where I'm from. Shout out to all my fam in South Central LA, Watts, Compton, Long Beach. Valley, San Bernardino, uh, all over the place, really. I can keep going with that one. Just Southern California, man. That's where I am. That's where the blood comes from. In Central California, you know. So, James Wood in the building, Fly Eagles Fly. We going to the Super Bowl facts. Late night with Birdgang 30-1. What is new with the Eagles? Listen to blues here. That's what's up, Grand. Just Hargrave, Fletch, Jordan, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, fire, straight fire. Rodriguez says, man, I can't wait for the season. I can't either. I cannot wait for this season. Make sure all you guys hit that like, man. We had an hour 14. We're going to rock it a little bit. Bergen got a double tomorrow. So, won't be on there too much longer. Unless we keep rocking. I never control that. It's just the flow of the show. So, did you hear about how Minshew spent his off season in an old bus by the gym? He's ready to back up and ball. Man, Minshew just wants to play, man. That's what he wants to do. He wants some PT. And I think we have a team that he could get some PT this year. I'm just not saying because Jalen's going to play back. I'm just saying the Eagles might be doing so good in a lot of these games against some of these lower quality teams that you definitely going to get some PT. Maybe it can start early so he can get traded. Someone that needs a starting quarterback, come to trading deadline. That's what I hope for him. I wish the best for Minshew. I didn't even want to get rid of him this offseason. I wanted to keep him. I think he's a good backup. Do I want him to be my starter? No, not even close. But Minshew for backup, I'm down with that. Can't argue that one. He said you're leaving Pascal out too. He's going to be nice for his facts, man. Hey, Z Thomas, you are 100% correct. So now you even throw Pascal in there. Like he says. Like Reagor's the fifth option, but now he's really the sixth option. Pascal's better than Reagor right now. But he's having a good camp. He came in strongest he's ever been. What if Reagor takes the lead? If you throw Pascal in, he plays at a high level. Every time he plays with Nick Sirianni, Pascal plays at a high level. So now you're telling me we got 5 receivers. That's going to be hard to defend. I'm telling you guys. You got to really, maybe not sleeping on the Eagles, but you're not giving us our full just due. Take advantage of being paper champ. Enjoy the moment. Feel the energy. Because if we give them that energy that we believe that they could be champions this year, it will be. It will be. You know, the 6 man effect. It will be. So I think those McNabb years ruined me getting too hyped for the team. Exactly, but not this year. You can get hyped this year. Not even those McNabb team. They didn't have a team this good ever. And if there is, if you want to correct me on that one, drop in the chat what year you think was better. What up, random? Drop in the chat. Brown, Smith, Quez, and Pascal, right? And then Reagor. Nice, bro. I'm going to do 50 and 50 every day for 20 days. You motivate me. Yeah, fact, dude. Like, you can do more. See, what I do is I do it 2020 because you think it's so easy, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is easy. But when you're doing anything consistently, it helps build, like, the mind and the body together at once because you're setting yourself on routine. You learn how to establish boundaries. You're making sure you're being, accountable for making sure when you wake up you're doing push-ups. If you want to go 50, try it out. 50 and 50 for 20 days, man. Or you can even do 50-50 for 50 days, man. I just know that there's a lot of people out there that I told that to. And in that 20th day, for the people that did it all 20 days, some people just drop out. They forget about it. They think they have bigger things. But I'm telling you, you complete those 20 days, you're going to see it. And you're going to feel it. So what part of Central California you from, bro? San Luis Obispo County. I'm a hound, baby. Go Greyhounds. Woo woo. That's where Birdgang play this football. Tuscadero. 99. Every 3 years, new teams make the playoffs, and 3 are out. Good to be. Good to see you, Randy. Yeah, what up, Dustin? Eddie in the building. How you doing, my guy? He played ball with me. Eddie played some football with me. Thanks for stopping by, brother. He's right though. 3 teams lose out of the playoffs. 3 teams are in. I'm saying the Eagles aren't going to be one of those 3 teams. I can guarantee you that. I don't even see the Eagles not making the playoffs for the next foreseeable future. For real. Because they're so young. If we think Jalen never had a year 2, what happens in year 3? Year 4, year 5 of having the same offensive coordinator, same offense. You got to see the future, the bigger picture. In terms of contract, I think what we do is we signed Jalen early this year. Give him a nice little deal. The big boy's making what, $50, $40 million. Nice little $30 million a year. 3-year deal. Maybe a $90 million deal. 3 years, $90 million. 60 to 70 million guaranteed. Ball out and get an extension after that. That's what I think they do. Straight up. Random said, we've never had a team this good unless the Dream Team or 2017. But we have young players now. It's all on the coaches. Facts. It is all on the coaches for show. And that's the hugest part, Random. The young part. Like, that's the difference. Like, that 2017 was so good, but the young part is what is it. Like, A.J. Brown's not even in his prime yet, and he's already one of the best receivers in the league. DeVonta Smith's not in his prime yet, and he's already one of the best receivers in the league. Jalen Hurts is not his prime yet, but he's already one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know? Now, come on, guys. We got the best right tackle. We got the best left tackle. He hasn't even reached his prime yet. Mailata. Landon's a beast. About to go down and being one of the best left guards in the league. Kelsey's one of the best centers ever to play the game. Sam Mahler's serviceable. Fletch, one of the best Eagles, one of the best defensive tackles ever to play the game. Hargrave is still pretty young and still one of the best to do it. Brandon Graham's definitely one of the best Eagles. You know, best DNs the Eagles ever had. Sweat's a young, talented player that finally is starting to get his groove. Had a great year last year. Pro Bowl alternate in the Pro Bowl last year. Reddick, Pro Bowler. Kaiser White, young and talented, on his way up. Nakobe Dean, hugest chip on the shoulder. The best player on one of the best college defenses ever. The leader, the captain of the ship. Big Play Slay been doing it for years and just had his best year last year. Bradbury still hasn't hit his prime yet. He's still a young cat. Harris went down. Harris had led the league with interceptions a couple years back. Everybody like he can't do it no more. Injury bugs hit people at certain times in their career. As long as he stays healthy, when he came back at the end of last year, was balling. The Eagles about to make some noise, my guys. And I'm going to be here making it with them. Make sure you hit that like for show. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'm telling you, this year's going to be super litty. We're about to have some fun. Being Eagle fans. Being fans first. You're always going to come here. You're going to get BG, and I'm going to be a fan first every time. I've been waiting for the dominance to come back. And to really think about it, 5 out of the last 6 years in the playoffs, that's not, we weren't a dominant football team, but we're a damn good football team. Everybody thought that 4-game winning year was something that was normal. I thought it was like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? This ain't never happened, really. Tay Slay in the building. Shout out to my little brother from another mother. Tay Slay in the building. How you doing, my guy? Tart is a sleeper. Definitely believe Tart is a sleeper. I think with a new team like the Eagles, he will be nice. Yes. I want to see Tart win that spot. You know, I love Epps too. But I would love to see Tart win that spot. You know, from what I've seen, you know, because I got a lot, you know, I'm from Cali. You got to realize, I got a lot of Niner fans that are my friends. They talk Niner football. When we play Madden, they're Niners. I get to see a lot of Niners. I know it's just a game, but I get to see and hear about a lot of Niners content. We got CG Ruthless, one of the best Niner podcasters out there, you know, on the network. So I hear a lot of Niners stuff. And Tart's always been in there, man. Everybody's hating on that missed interception. That's a play. That's a play. I never, you know, question the man's ability off of one play. You know. So I think we're going to be super nice this year. I think this is the year that all Eagle Nation need to stand up with their chest out. Stand up with your chest out. Say it with your chest. For real. When people say, who you think going to win the division? Say it with your chest. The Philadelphia Eagles will win the division. Who you think going to get the first round bye in the playoffs? Say it with your chest. The Philadelphia Eagles will have the first round bye this year in the playoffs. Who you think going to go to the Super Bowl? Say it with your chest. The Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts will be in the bowl this year. And you heard it first here. With your boy BG, man. I'm serious, guys. It's going to be that deep. It's going to be that awesome. It's going to be that fun. And I hope you guys are with me. I hope you guys get the experiences with me throughout the whole process. It's going to be a fun year. We going to dominate. What up, my guys? Sports with a comma. How you doing tonight, man? Thanks for stopping by. Just finishing up the stream, man. But everybody needs to say it with their chest. I need to see Nick say it with his chest. I want to see Shane say it with his chest this year. Gannon say it with his chest this year. Hurts. The rent is due, and I don't want to see no missed payments this year. For real. No missed payments this year from you, Hurts. You missed a lot of payments last year, my guy. I love you. Might be the biggest Hurts fan out here. None more of that this year, and I don't think you're going to see it, you know. Will he be perfect? No. Is he still only in his second year starting? Yes. Does that mean that he could fuck up from time to time? Yes. But as long as he bounce back and do his thing, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. And I'm telling you guys, Jalen will take that next step. Think about this. Jalen Hurts throws 3,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, rush for another 7, 8 to 10 touchdowns. Those are MVP numbers. I really feel like he's going to be the MVP this year. You know, I'm not just saying it because he's my quarterback. I'm saying it because the guy is talented. He's a winner. And every single time he's been in this situation right now that he is in, which he's never been in this situation per se, since he's never had the same offensive system 2 years in a row. But when he's in that system where, Tua took over, Jalen came back, you know, and won for Tua when Tua was out. He transferred and he had one of the best college, you know, seasons for a quarterback with 60 touchdowns. The man's built for this. He's about to destroy the league this year, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep thinking I'm going to keep it cool with Jalen, but no, he's about to destroy the league this year. We have not seen another Jalen Hurts. Everybody want to compare him to Russ, Allen. These guys are not Jalen. First 20 years, most productive. That means you are on a plateau by yourself, meaning nobody's done what you've done in the time that you've done it. And I think that's going to continue. Next year, he's going to have more records. And there's going to be more things said about this man of why no one in their first, 30-something games has ever had this many yards and that many of this. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen's that dude. He's a winner. And that's what Jalen does. And he will show all you doubters. I'm stamping this. All you doubters will shut up this year. I promise you. I promise you. I can't wait. As much as I'm excited for the season, I actually can't wait for next season. Just so I can go into an off season without hearing one person doubt their quarterback anymore. Because I promise you, next off season, no one will doubt Jalen Hurts. Everybody will be on the Hurts train, and it will be Hurts season. And we will say that we have one of the best, and I mean best, quarterbacks in the NFL, man. I'm telling you, he's that good. He's that good. Don't sleep on him. He's that good, man. Says Quez Watkins, second fastest player in the NFL according to Madden. Facts. Tyreek Hill, Quez. Quez is taller. Maybe a little bit more physical. I'm telling you, Quez is that guy. He's going to be that sleeper guy going to the Pro Bowl. We're going to be like, we thought AJ was going to go. We thought Devontae was going to go. And it's going to be like, wow, Quez Watkins leading the NFL in yards. Going to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, what? Quez? What? He's that guy that can make that happen. With the pressure, going against number threes and linebackers, and safeties. He's going to roast these guys. They cannot afford to let AJ break. They cannot afford to let Smitty break. They cannot afford to let Goddard break. Quez is going to be that guy to light it up this year. BG said, say it with your chest. 31. Yes. Yes, sir. EAGLES Eagles, baby. Yes. 17-0, Jinx. 17-0. Until proven otherwise. I go into every season like that. I might give you a prediction. Last year was 12-5. We didn't hit 12. This year 13-4, and I believe that we might go over 13. Might go over 13. But as always, as Eagle fans, 17-0 when it comes week 1 until proven otherwise. And when you got a schedule like this, you got a team like this, it's going to be hard to prove otherwise. I'm telling you, get on that train now. Don't be one of these guys that wait to the middle of the season and be like, oh, wow, we have a great team now. We can be Super Bowl contenders. Know it and like it now. You might not ever get a chance to be paper champs in the offseason again. I'm telling you. I've been watching Eagles football for a long time. We've never been paper champs. Ever. Ever. We've had good players, yes. Never been paper champs. No one's ever said the Eagles roster has been dominating from the offseason going to another season. No one. I've never heard it. I know the dream team said today were that year that the backup quarterback was like, oh, we're the dream team. Get out of here. Shady said they knew Nnamdi was a bust his first practice. You know? They knew Nnamdi was a bust his first practice. Come on now. Jason Babbitt had some good years. He's not great. We didn't have great players on the team. Lane Johnson is great. He didn't even have a sack last year. Mailata only had like 1 or 2 sacks last year. He's going into greatness. Jason Kelsey is great. Darius Slay is great. One of the best cornerbacks. Big play Slay. Facts. Done it for years. It's time to give the Eagles their flowers. Random said, I can see that MVP though. Can't you? And it's not even going to be hard for him. That's the thing that everybody don't understand. This man doesn't have to really do nothing but control the flow of the game. That's it. The talent around him will do everything else. He just has to play within the system and control the flow of the game. That's it. If it's open run. If it's open pass. That's it. That's your options this year. Not like last year where the coach didn't know how to coach. They understand how to even, prep for games, do stuff for games, and didn't know how to run the football. And it's your first year starting, lights are bright, like deer in the headlights. Your season now. Second year. Third year in the league. Second year with the Eagles. Starting quarterback. MVP, man, I'm telling you. To be a Pro Bowl alternate last year in your first year. And no one even talks about that. Like, really? He's the only player to go 4,000 yards passing, 1,000 yard rushing in his first 20 games. Only quarterback ever. I didn't say in last season. I said ever. You know how many quarterbacks has been in the NFL? How many? Thousands of quarterbacks have came through this NFL. He is the only quarterback ever. And I'm talking Lamar Jackson. I'm talking Russ Wilson. I'm talking Kyler Murray. I'm talking Tom Brady. I'm talking all these cats that you think are so much better than Mr. Hurts. But he's the only one ever. Y'all can't even support your dude like that. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. But I'm going to let you guys be fans the way you like. I don't judge anybody. You are entitled to your own opinion. But for me, Birdgang's going on train now. I want to be in the captain's seat. Pause. On that gate stuff. But you know what I'm saying? leading this train into the 2022 season when our Philadelphia Eagles led the smacking down on the whole NFL. It's going to be awesome to watch. It's going to be amazing to watch. It's going to be fun to see. 2022 this year, the year of the Eagles. But those are just some pieces, man. Those are some pieces, some players, some myths that I have with this football team that I think is going to be the reason why the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. I wasn't supposed to say that, was I? Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. Facts. Write it down. Eagles, say it with me. Eagles will win the Super Bowl this year. I didn't blink. Confident with that. Saying it with my chest. Watch out, guys. Watch out, league. Watch out, NFC East. Watch out, whole NFC. Because they're about to lay some work in this year, man. They're about to dominate some football games. We're going to see some blowouts. Like I said, Gardner Minshew's going to play this year. Or Carson Strong. One of the two will play this year. That's what's up, Joseph. The Aldridge Fly Eagles Fly. What's up, my guy? Shut up, Jinx. I was trying to stop the mojo. You're a Hurts fan, too. Hurts will shut up the haters this year. Facts. Thanks for tuning in my working fact. Always thank all you guys, man. I love all you guys, man. Thanks for coming to my streams, man. You know, we only been doing this for a little over a year. To be where I'm at, I love all you guys. Thank you for the support. Keep sharing. Keep liking. Keep commenting. You know, keep supporting. I ain't going nowhere. I don't care what anybody says. I am not going nowhere. We was talk Eagles football till the day I die. Serious. So I hope you guys are there. Hope we have plenty more. So I want to keep climbing. I want to be the best Eagles content you get ever. It's the best. The GOAT. I want the crown. Tell my boy 500. Coming for the crown. It's a long way, so you ain't got nothing to worry about, 5. I'm coming for it. I want to be the best. I can do that with y'all help. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for being rocking with me, being so, gracious with your time. Rocking out with me for an hour 40 tonight, man. Much love to all you guys. Leave in the chat, your opinions. I know I did a poll. Let's see if we can see what that poll was. What was the poll ended at? Let me see. Go to poll. Going to end that poll. 61% of you says you don't think that Quez can be the guy. 61% of you says you don't think Quez can be the guy to lead the team in rushing. I can respect that. It's hard to even say it. I thought it was hard to even say it too. When you think of A.J. Brown, you think of Devontae Smith, think of even Dallas Goedert. It's hard to say it, but I'm telling you, it's a reality. It's a possibility. It's definitely possible. Demon's going to kill it. Said Birdgang not going to big. Yeah, he got to speak his facts first. Facts always. Got to speak the facts first. No judgment zone on this channel. You right. I want you guys to be the best Eagles sports fans you can possibly be for your team. And I support all you guys. Whatever you believe, do you. But I'm going to be me and do me for sure. Jinx, Cap. We're going to be throwing a lot of steaks on the grill this season. You damn right. You damn right. We're going to have some of them watermelon steaks. I even try pineapple steak. Just keep going with all the fruits. Mix it up. Asir said, "Go, daddy." Yeah. Shout out to my boy Asir, man. Autograph posts this. This boy got so much heart, man. It is crazy. He makes me a proud dad. You know, he might even have more heart than I did, and I have a lot of heart. But that boy is something special, and he's gonna be something special forever, man. Shout out to you, Asir. Daddy loves you. 61 said they do. Oh, maybe I read that wrong. So 61 said they do think that Quest can be the sleeper. My bad. My bad. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. I couldn't see it. It didn't let me pop that up, and I ended the thing, and I'm in StreamYard right now, so I didn't see that. But yeah, 61 said that he can. Yes, man. Quest can. Quest for the 3. That equals the 1. 31, baby. Much love to all you guys. Hit that like on the way out. So, hey, I got my link in there, the VIP link. And no, it's not VIP, nothing, like OnlyFans or anything like that. That's just a new one. I know I was going to get a link tree, but then I seen the VIP. But that has our merch stores in it. It has BGN Entertainment in it. It has BGN Sports Media. We will be monetized by season start. So make sure if you have not subscribed to BGN Sports Media or Entertainment, you subscribe. We're bringing straight fire on both of them channels. You know, I know I got a lot of subscribers. I pray that I can get all my subscribers. Hard. I do a lot of shows on this channel too, but onto the network channels. We're bringing a brand of content that I don't think anybody else is going to be bringing out there. Or maybe they are, but I don't care. Because it's our thing, and we're gonna dominate this year. We're gonna bring you the best content, no matter what team it is, no matter what sport it is, no matter what physical activity it is on the sports side, and no matter what topic we bring on the entertainment side, we bring that fire all the time. So much love to you. Couldn't do this without you guys. Fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, this is BG31, and I'm out. Peace.